Ever since the first episode of Dragon Ball Z, every character that wasn't Goku, Vegeta, or Gohan got tossed to the curb when it came to power scaling. Well, I think it might be about time they got a taste of their own medicine. Hey everyone, Under here, and today I'm going to talk about the Universe 6 Saiyans and why I feel they are inherently more powerful and have a higher potential than their Universe 7 counterparts that we all know and love. But Under, you may interject, we've yet to see any Universe 6 Saiyans achieve God form, let alone Super Saiyan Blue. And to that I agree. As of episode 93, we've yet to see any direct evidence that any of the Universe 6 Saiyans have surpassed Goku, Vegeta, or even Gohan. Especially since Gohan seems to have, gotten back to his quote-unquote mystic form, or ultimate Gohan form. What we have seen, however, is how quickly Cabba, Caulifla, and Kale have progressed. Cabba is the weakest from what we can tell, but even he managed to attain Super Saiyan form much quicker than Vegeta did. While it is true he managed it while under the tutelage of Vegeta, it was nonetheless impressive how quickly he managed it. Caulifla, on the other hand, is considered a prodigy. I suppose the Universe 7 equivalent term would be Saiyan Elite. However, unlike Vegeta, Caulifla not only becomes a Super Saiyan on her first attempt, but seemingly masters Super Saiyan 2 in a matter of minutes, deflected a ki blast that would have easily vaporized Cabba. This is a form that Gohan could only attain in a life-and-death situation, a form his father gave up on unlocking despite the world being at stake, and a form that Vegeta and Trunks couldn't master despite a year of solid training together. Caulifla just does it with a smile even. Now we have Kale, the dark horse of the three. Kale is clearly a callback to Broly, a non-canon character in the franchise. Her aura and hair have a tinge of green to it, and her power output will likely rival Broly's. And a quick reminder about Broly, he's a character who didn't need to train at all to reach his level, but was born with a power level of 10,000. If Kale is going to scale to equate to Broly, we're looking at the strongest of the three known Universe 6 Saiyans. But why are these Saiyans like this? They don't appear to have the same rigorous training habits of Goku and Vegeta. Their frames aren't buff or even toned for that matter. Cabba is a bit of a string bean. They've never had to fight for their very survival. They certainly don't have the killer instinct of the Universe 7 Saiyans. All in all, they appear to be rather unassuming, and yet there is something about them that seems to make them far more balanced and overflow with potential. But what? Well, I believe the key lies with Gohan. On many occasions, it has been noted, namely by Vegeta, that Gohan has the most potential of any of the Z Warriors. This is especially noteworthy because Vegeta is the last person to admit anyone is better than him in any way. According to Vegeta, the progeny of a Saiyan and a human is strong. We're never given a direct reason as to why, but it's pretty easy to figure out. A Saiyan's power comes from their emotions. When an emotion is pushed to the extreme, the potential for their transformations arise. Most prominently is the Super Saiyan. We've all become accustomed to it. When a Saiyan is filled with rage, something in them just snaps and suddenly a powerful golden aura will exude from them. This is the Super Saiyan form that we know. Anger is one of the few emotions that Saiyans regularly demonstrate. Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta all follow this trend. Goku, however, was a little different. The retcon reasoning for this was due to him having hit his head as a child. This acted as sort of a blank slate status for him, allowing Grandpa Gohan to reprogram Goku into being a little bit human, at least a little bit more human. Due to Goku's humanity, he grew to love and care for his friends. He was particularly protective over his best friend Krillin, and after having had to deal with losing him once before, he wasn't about to let anything happen to him. But he did. And that's what caused Goku enough emotional distress to ascend to greater heights and defeat Frieza. But what does this have to do with Gohan? Well, as I mentioned, Gohan isn't fully Saiyan. He doesn't have this innate anger that controls him. He isn't always seeking a challenge or feel the need to dominate others. In fact, he's had to struggle time and time again with the duality of his being. He isn't a true warrior by nature. While great power does come to him naturally, the Saiyan instinct does not. He does, however, have anger issues that surely come from his father's side. Great bursts of power that even allow him to toss Frieza around have been known to come forth from Gohan when pushed too far. But what if it isn't just the anger that sets off a Saiyan? What if it's other emotions? What if it's the ability to express a wider range of emotions and wear those emotions on his sleeve that allows Gohan to reach newer heights? Admittedly, there's not much else that a human being brings to the genetic table here. Okay, so you probably already knew all that. But what does this have to do with the Universe 6 Saiyans? Well, their history is very different than the Saiyans we know. They were never wrought with war, they never had to fight for their survival, they never became conquerors or created a society around killing others. No, these Saiyans advanced in a very different way. In fact, it's even mentioned that their biology is much different than the Saiyans we know from Universe 7. They already don't have their tails. They've evolved past what the Saiyans from Universe 7 are. I mean, they still have their home planet. These Saiyans are far more advanced because their great power never allowed them to stagnate. They kept advancing and creating a society very similar to that of the humans from Universe 7. And like humans, are not driven by anger or hatred, at least not predominantly. And while the Universe 7 Saiyans were out there fighting and killing and pillaging, the Universe 6 Saiyans were doing the complete opposite. They went out and they fought for justice. And the idea of going to protect others, we see it time and time again, not just in Dragon Ball, but like every shonen anime. The power, the courage, the willpower to protect those you love and to protect those who are the victims, those who are weaker, it always trumps those who are fighting for power. And the fact of the matter is, the Saiyans in Universe 7, they fight for power. They fight to get stronger. They fight to dominate others, even the heroes, Vegeta and Goku, and to some extent Gohan. When they fight, a lot of the reasons why they fight is to get more powerful, to dominate another person. Goku constantly is looking for stronger people to fight and beat. That's just who they are. The Universe 6 Saiyans, they fight for more noble reasons, to protect people. And that kind of motivation, that drive to make themselves not stronger for themselves, but stronger because they need to be stronger to protect others. That, I feel, is the main reason why they evolved, to become stronger. And we can see it as we apply it to all the other things I just mentioned about them. Like Gohan, they have a good grasp over their emotions and are typically very well balanced. I believe that due to their wider range of emotional control, the Universe 6 Saiyans have a much higher potential than their Universe 7 counterparts, and this could ultimately lead to Universe 6 winning the Tournament of Power. But what do you guys think? Do you believe that the Universe 6 Saiyans are more powerful or have a higher potential cap than that of the Universe 7s? And if you do you think that their seemingly more well-rounded emotional handle could be a contributing factor for this? Let me know in the comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I really do enjoy getting your responses, guys, and while the channel is still young and new and I'm not getting a ton of them, I mean, I do enjoy the discussion. So please, if you have any comments, theories that go against or maybe add to mine, please just let me know in the comments below and I'll do what I can to get back to you. Again, guys, I'm Under, and I will catch you all later.